Welcome back to Big Movie Mouth Off. It's Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
You look really nice in your suit, by the way, in these interviews.
Spiffy.
So spiffy.
It is time for, I'd say, the big guns to come out.
Yep. Star Wars.
Director J.J. Abrams and the man, the legend himself, Harrison Ford, Han Solo. I almost cried.
I'm crying a little bit
I
now.
was literally shaking in my seat talking to him. Enjoy it.
Star Wars.
Catch us next week. We'll be reviewing Star Wars: The Force Awakens. We'll see you then.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Great to meet you.
And thank you for saying that Han shot first. I appreciate that as well.
That just was a knee-jerk response.
It's the right one.
Excellent.
Is it harder for you to, or more challenging to reboot one of the geekiest franchises of all time, or continue the lore of one of the geekiest franchises of all time?
Well, first of all, I look at it as a fan myself, geek or not, and probably geek. But it was a challenge that was exciting and fun to take on, in part because I was working with some incredible people, such as Lawrence Kasdan, who wrote Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, and working with him and talking about what we and he believed would have happened to the state of things was sort of thrilling, because this is something that he obviously knew quite a bit about.
Yeah.
He has lived with it for quite a while, and so it was fun finding the continuum with him. But to come up with characters that we were interested in exploring, in discovering, actually having them discover each other and this universe they found themselves in, was, I would say, the most exciting part.
Yeah. Disney has companies like Marvel and Pixar that are notorious for sticking Easter eggs into the film. Can you estimate about how many Easter eggs you probably slipped in there? And can I ask if Wilbur Hood would show up?
No. No.
No ice cream machines.
None of that. But I will say that that there will be there are a few things that if you look closely, you will find in the movie. And I can't tell you that there are 6 Easter eggs that must be found, but there are a few things that we did knowing that on if there are repeated viewings that they will be discovered.
Excellent. You performed a song called "Cool Guys Don't Look at Explosions," and in the teaser, Finn keeps looking back and Rey keeps looking forward. Are you saying something with that?
There was nothing that was more on my mind than the "Cool Guys Don't Look at Explosions" song working on this film, and so you'll see that the movie really is essentially a full-length version of that video.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite scene from one of the original trilogy?
One of my favorite moments in the very first movie was the infamous moment of the binary sunset when Luke is looking out at the horizon, and there was something about that. Part of it, 51% at least, is the music in that moment. It is so great, and part of it is the kind of young man looking out at his future. Part of it is just the idea of these two suns going down, but there was just something so beautiful and authentic and real, and everything just stopping, and it was just one of the unbelievable long list of things that George Lucas did geniusly in that first movie.
This franchise is near and dear to my heart because it was the first. Return of the Jedi was the first film I ever saw in the movie theaters.
Oh wow!
What was the first film you ever saw in a movie theater, and do you still like it?
It was Mary Poppins, and I hate it. No, it was come on, Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
What are you gonna do?
Absolute pleasure to meet you.
My
Thank you so
pleasure.
much.
Cheers.
Look forward to it. It's an absolute honor to meet you.
Thank you.
Was there any hesitation to jump back into the role of Han Solo?
No.
No?
I mean, there were wonderful people involved. J.J. Abrams. I read a great script. It was a pleasure to anticipate being involved in this again.
Obviously, this franchise is pretty much the biggest franchise of all time. Did you give the younger generation cast any advice now that their lives are going to change forever?
No, I think we all have to figure it out on our own. I don't think I wasn't asked for advice, and I didn't give any that I remember.
Is there one question that you keep getting asked by people that you just can't answer?
There are a lot that I just can't answer.
Yeah.
But I understand the enthusiasm of the fans of this of these films, and I'm grateful for it. But who shot first, Han or Greedo, is
It's totally Han.
I don't care.
No? Oh.
No.
Gwendolyn Christie and I were just talking, and she said that her favorite moment in the original trilogy was when Leia said, "I love you," and you said, "I know." Is it true that that was an improv line?
It wasn't improv in the sense that it was agreed upon by, you know, in talking with the director, who at that point was Irvin Kershner. We talked about what the effect might be to change that line from "I love you" to "I know," and we agreed on it and shot it that way.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Is there a scene from any of the previous films that come to your mind that was your favorite to shoot?
You know, it's no, I can't think of isolating one moment. You know, first of all, it was 30 years ago, and my memory's not that good.
I don't remember what I had for lunch yesterday.
Yeah, but you know, it was a wonderful period of time in my life. It was just having the opportunity to be in the first Star Wars films and seeing the way that was accepted by the audience was a very gratifying experience.
This franchise is near and dear to my heart because Return of the Jedi was the first film I ever saw in the movie theaters. Do you remember which film you saw first in theaters, and do you still love it?
As I remember, I had only seen Saturday kind of serials, Gene Autry, Roy Rogers, that sort of thing. And then my parents took me to see Bambi. That was the first big movie that I remember. And it scared me. Bambi's the emotional memory of the loss of Bambi's mother scared me. I remember that.
It was truly an honor, sir. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. Good to see you.